Welcome everybody to Time Warner Cable Field at Fox City Stadium in Grand Chute. As the 65th annual WIAA State Spring Baseball Tournament continues, we move to the Division I semifinals as the Bayport Pirates face the Hartford Union Orioles. Beautiful evening here in Grand Chute. Glad you're with us on FoxSportsWisconsin.com. Along with Bill Brophy, I'm Jay Wilson. Well, long day for both of these teams. Bayport played our first quarterfinal game of the morning. That was way back at 8 o'clock this morning. Pirates a 9-0 winner over Kenosha Bradford. And then a little later this morning, Hartford Union beat Middleton 5-1. And Brof, as we move on to the semifinals, obviously two teams that won today. Long day. We'll see about pitching depth as we move down the starting lineup.
Well, that is the key. We saw the aces pitch in all the quarterfinal games. Ben Messenger was very good for Bayport. He threw a 3-hit shutout, struck out 16. That's among the 10 best in the history of Division I play in the state tournament. So Messenger was very good. He proved he's the Bayport ace. He moved the record to 24-6 with that shutout. He also drove in 4 runs, oh, by the way. And we saw that Hartford's got a pretty good ace in and John Spurdell, who threw a 6-hitter, allowed 1 run in beating Middleton 5-1. So now we find out about the number 2 guys on their staffs, and quite frankly, it's a bit of a fall off. We see Hartford's going to go with a guy that, just doesn't throw as hard as Spurtell, and they hope to piece something together here in the semis to get to the finals.
That's right-hander Corey Monkey, who will be starting for Hartford, and he's going to face a pretty potent hitting lineup for the Bayport Pirates. We'll run through the entire batting order, but first we'll show you the leadoff batter. Shortstop Joey Calowerts will step in against Monkey in our Division I semifinal. First of 2 tonight from Grand Chute is underway. Monkey's first pitch rides a little inside for ball 1. Here's the Bayport batting order. After Calowerts, it's Ryan Grabig, the center fielder. Colton Peterson, the second baseman, hits third. Brock Mackholm, the third baseman, hits fourth. That's ball 2, 2-0 to Calowerts. The fifth place hitter for Bayport will be Brett Neville. Batting sixth, playing left field in this game, Ben Messenger. Lucas Lindau, the right fielder, hits seventh. And ball 3 as Monkey having trouble finding the plate to the leadoff hitter, Calowerts. Bottom third of the order will be Drew Neville, the catcher, the designated hitter, Hunter Callan, and that's that. That's the number 9 hitter.
You can only field 9 tonight, Jay. This is a semifinal.
Yeah, I forgot it, yeah. Right. Thought they'd try and sneak one here in the semifinal, so there's your Bayport 9. And
that 9 will face Corey Monkey, who's having trouble throwing a strike.
And that's ball 4. So
on the year, Monkey 3-5 with a 2.14 ERA. This is his 11th game, his 9th start. He's thrown 2 complete games and a shutout in 39 1/3 innings. He's allowed 26 hits, 12 earned runs. He's walked 25, so walks have been a problem, and struck out 36.
Here's Ryan Grabig, the center fielder, with Calowerts, the runner at first. Nobody out. Squares to bunt. Ball gets past the catcher, Purley, and that will send Calowerts to scoring position with nobody out.
Well, Bayport jumped off to a 3-0 lead this morning. That was 8 a.m., wasn't it?
Sure was.
Anyway, but they got 3 behind a bases clearing double by Messenger, and Calowerts has got him off and going. He's a good leadoff hitter. He works the count. He's a pesky guy, a real spark plug at the top of the lineup. He's at second after the walk and the wild pitch.
1-0 pitch again. That's high for ball 2.
And Grabig was a great 2-hole hitter this morning. Had 4 walks, scored 2 runs, and then drove in 2 insurance runs in the 7th inning this morning.
Grabig, a first-team all-conference outfielder. And again, Monkey misses with the pitch, and it's 3-0.
Grabig hit .429 to earn those all-league honors.
Bayport 24-6 with their win this morning against Kenosha Bradford. Hartford Union now 16-11 after their victory against Middleton and another walk. So a 5-pitch walk to Calowerts, a 4-pitch walk to Grabig, and that means 8 of the first 9 pitches have been out of the strike zone for Monkey.
And that means the trip to the mound is in order, says Russ Grundy, the 26-year veteran, has a coach. Clearly, Monkey is unsettled by his start in the semifinals, and this is Just settle down, kid. We all believe in you. We wouldn't have put you out there. And you're rushing. You're overthrowing. Come on, believe in yourself. Got 8 guys behind you in the field.
Well, and you can understand it.
Yep.
Obviously, his first appearance on the mound today after Spurtell went the 7 innings.
Pretty big crowd here. Bayport not too far away from the home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. Minor League Park, big stage, and he's clearly nervous early.
Colton Peterson, the second baseman. He'll lay down the bunt. And Monkey will go to first with Klink covering, and the sacrifice successful. So Callowerts to third, Grabig to second, 1 out.
Monkey takes the out that's given to him. Fields the nice bunt by Peterson. Bayport's got 2 on, or runners in scoring position with 1 out.
Third baseman Brock Mackholm steps in.
Brock was 2 for 3 this morning with 2 runs scored and an RBI.
0 for ball 1.
He had a booming triple, in fact, in a 2-run third inning. We've seen a lot of extra base hits today.
Mackholm with a pronounced open stance, at least to start, and then he'll bring that lead foot in to get in hitting position, and he falls behind quickly, 0-2.
Brock plans to go to Stevens Point next year to play for Pat Bloom. Infield in the corners, halfway up the middle.
Just missed the outside corner, 1-2.
Come on, Brocker. Pull the trigger.
The Hartford infield, third to first, Giesen, Heidecker, Klink, and Klipstein. As the 1-2 pitch now comes from Monkey. Strike 3 called. 2 down. Boy, if Monkey can wiggle out of this one without a run, that'd be something. Let's see where that pitch was.
Pretty good pitch right here. Pitcher's pitch, to be sure.
Purley did what he could to bring it up into the strike zone. So Mackholm out on strikes, and Brett Neville now with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Bayport trying to get the early lead. That one catches the corner, strike 1.
Brett's a .373 hitter, but he's 0 for 2 this morning and whiffed twice. Bayport banged out 9 hits this morning in disposing of Kenosha Bradford.
0-1 pitch, slapped foul. That's into the seats down the right field side. So quickly 0-2 on Neville, and Monkey's a strike away from getting out of a big first inning jam. He walked the first 2 batters. Peterson sacrificed them to second and third, but now after Mackholm struck out looking, Brett Neville is 0-2. You can see the bright sunshine coming down the third, from out of the third base line as the sun gets close to the horizon. Big sun field to the right side, and Neville strikes out swinging, and there's one happy pitcher for Hartford. Corey Monkey gets out of a huge pickle in the first. No runs for Bayport. They got 2 runners on with 2 walks, but left them there stranded. After a half inning, Division I semifinals, Bayport nothing, Hartford coming up. Bayport does not score at the top of the first inning, so Hartford comes up, and they will send this batting order. The Orioles will to face the Pirates. Leading off and playing second base will be Cale Klink. The shortstop Miles Heidecker hits second. John Spurtell, the designated hitter, he pitched the first game this morning, but now he'll be the DH batting third. Kevin Klipstein, the first baseman, hits fourth. Thomas Kanke, the left fielder, in fifth. The sixth place hitter, Nolan Sweeney, the center fielder. Corey Monkey, the pitcher, hits seventh. Hitting eighth, Willis Purley, the catcher. And hitting ninth, the third baseman, T.J. Giesen. Drew Palmer, by the way, the right fielder for Hartford. Spurtell will be the DH, and they will face on the mound for Bayport, Jack Violetta.
He's a lefty, obviously. 5'10", 175-pound senior. Jack on the year, 5-0 with a .98 ERA. 7 games, 5 starts, 4 complete games, 2 shutouts in 36 2/3 innings. Violetta, 22 hits allowed, just 5 earned runs. He walked 14, struck out 49. That was through 22 games. WIAA pitched a complete game and beat DC Everest 2-1 in the sectional final. He has been described by me as a crafty left-hander.
Oh, as so many of them are.
But no, and they mean it. And
Yeah.
they said that in praiseworthy tones. This kid knows how to pitch and uses his breaking ball a lot. And we will see how Hartford does against the crafty left-hander.
And here is second baseman Cale Klink looking at ball one in the dirt from Jack Violetta. Our umpires tonight behind the plate from Evansville is Mark Feil. Our first base umpire is Paul Feldhausen. At second base from Marshall, Dan Viken. And the third base umpire from Oshkosh, Todd Krieger.
And like Joey Cowards, I like Cale Klink as a leadoff guy. He was 3 for 3 this morning against Middleton. Scored a pair of runs. Works a count. He's just a pesky guy at the top of the order.
Well, he looks at a strike there. 1-2 now the count. Violetta gets ahead of Klink, the leadoff hitter. Klink, Heidecker, and Spurtell, the scheduled three to start the first here for Hartford.
Klink only hits 274, but he's walked 20 times. Has 3 triples among his 23 hits, and he knocked in 14 runs.
65 degrees and beautiful clear blue skies tonight. The wind pushing the flags in right center field from the left field corner to the right field corner. So if you're a big lefty and you can hook one, there you see the flags in right center. If you can hook one, you might get a little help.
And quite honestly, that's probably as light as the winds have been all day.
Jammed him and bounced foul.
They did play a factor in some of the earlier games, particularly on balls hit ironically to the left side. Some line drives to the left played havoc with the left fielders.
Yeah.
And turned some line drives into adventures.
Yeah, that bright sun and that wind really did play some tricks with the ball, that's for sure. 3-2 coming to Klink. Swinging, strike 3. So a good start for Violetta as he strikes out Klink.
I think the biggest change we've seen from other years to what we've seen today, it's a big ballpark. You probably know it's the home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, and it plays the minor league dimensions, 405 to the deepest part. But with the new BB Core bats, the bats have been dejuiced, or sweet spot's been narrowed on bats in high school baseball this year as they were last year for the first time in college. Anyway, the ball doesn't carry as far.
Yeah.
And you see the outfielders playing more shallow, so if you hit the gaps, you got a good chance to double or a triple in this big old ballpark. We've seen one home run. Clark Egan, 529 hitting first baseman for Appleton North, hit a bullet out of here in the last game. That's been the only home run today, but we've seen a lot of doubles and triples.
Miles Heidecker is the batter, and he fouls that one off at the plate, and it's 1-2. Yeah, that home run by that young man. You know, the wind would have helped it some, but I'll tell you what, he hit the daylights out of that thing and got out in a hurry.
Yep. He's an impressive-looking hitter. And Nate McCullis, who's the Yankees' third-round draft choice, plays for Kenosha Bradford, hit a one-hopper off the Pepsi sign 405 feet away with a pretty nice stroke earlier today, or in the first game this morning against Bayport, and that baby was smoked. Again, too bad for the tournament. McCullis got eliminated because we were talking, I don't think there's ever been a higher draft choice to play in the state tournament.
Right back to the mound. Let's see if Violetta can throw him out, and he does. Nice job of sticking with it by Jack Violetta, and he retires the hitter.
Got to be able to field your position. Kick save and a beauty, and Violetta finds the ball and throws him out. And now he's going to convince his teammates that the shin doesn't hurt.
I thought hockey season ended last night, but you're still bringing out the kick save.
How about those Kings, huh?
Hey. Funny how one penalty can turn around a whole game, isn't it?
It certainly did.
Here's John Spurtell. And he pitched this morning for Hartford, and now he's a designated hitter. He is a big, strong young man.
0 for 3 this morning, drove in a run and scored a run.
They list him at 6 feet 190. I'm guessing he's bigger than that.
I agree. 478 hitter. 4 doubles and triple among his 32 hits. He's knocked in the 17. Plans to go to Whitewater in the fall.
WIAA the lefty against the right-hander Spurtell, and there's a swinging strike, and WIAA looks to go 1-2-3 in the first. He's one strike away from doing that. Now the Bayport team started walking toward the dugout. They thought that was strike 3, but it's 2-2 now, the count.
Not so fast, says Mark File.
Now that one got away from WIAA. Now the count's full. Mack, Holm, Callowitz, Peterson, and Neville. The infield third to first for Bayport. Fouled away. Messenger, Grabig, and Lindau, the outfield left to right. Drew Neville is the catcher, and Jack WIAA the pitcher. There you see the alignment pretty much straight away. Ryan Grabig in center, maybe just a couple of steps toward left. Here comes the payoff pitch, and he hit that one hard to left. Back goes Messenger. He's looking up. It's gone. Home run for John Spurtell. 1-0 Hartford.
You can see it delights the Oriole fans as Spurtell hits his first home run of the year, and that's a pretty good shot. 2 layers of signage out there in the left field. This was not a no doubt about her, but it's the old hanger and banger, and
it's right down the middle.
Spurtell gets the hanging curveball and puts it behind the Cat Reynolds sign, and the Orioles lead 1-0.
Got all of that one. Spurtell puts the Orioles ahead 1-0. Not so much for that 1-2-3 first, huh? Now here's Kevin Klipstein. Boy, did you have a big game in the quarterfinal. A couple of run-scoring hits, 3 RBIs total.
So much of my observation this morning with the BB Corbats, we'd be hard-pressed to see a home run.
Well, if you hit it well, it's still going to go some, but that sweet spot isn't quite what it used to be.
We've seen now 2 home runs in 2 games.
Yeah. Well, you know, the sound of the bat's so much different, too. I mean, you don't have that ping like you used to. It's more of a doink.
We'll be analyzing that doink as we go along.
Well, we got all night. Stevens Point and Sun Prairie will be our second Division I semifinal right after this one on fswisconsin.com. This one's to right. Let's see how the sun and the wind bother Lindau, and he almost overran it, but he got it.
That's a nice play. Again, battling the wind and the sun, because Brentfield's going to be the sun field for the next hour. He makes a nice running catch to retire Klipstein, who had a big game this morning.
That ball carried pretty well as Lindau had to get into that corner down the 325 sign down the line, and there you see the only run of the game so far. Home run by John Spurtell in the first inning. Hartford leads Bayport 1-0. Fans enjoying the beautiful sunshine, a night in the mid-60s here at Time Warner Caber Field at Fox City Stadium in Grand Chute, and we're expecting good weather all week long. Hopefully it stays that way and won't have any weather delays. That's been a problem, as you know, a number of times in the past, but we're hoping to have smooth sailing here this week in Grand Chute. Top of the second inning now, Bayport with Messenger, Lindau, and Neville to schedule 3. That's Drew Neville, one of the 2 Nevilles in the Bayport lineup tonight. Brett, the first baseman, hits 5th, and Drew, the catcher, hits 8th.
And Ben Messenger was the unabashed hero this morning with a 3-hit shutout and 16 strikeouts. He also drove in 4 runs, 3 with a bases clearing double to give Bayport a 3-0 lead in the first inning before Kenosha Bradford could swing the bats.
Well, Monkey's being pretty careful with Messenger. That one caught the corner for a strike, 2-1. Now 3-1. Messenger, the Cole Player of the Year in the Fox River Classic Conference with Sheboygan South's Taylor Ditter. Now the 3-1. This one's looped in the air to right. Again with that sun and wind, it's a challenge, and Drew Palmer stays with it and makes the catch. 1 out.
And that's no feat. In his last 2 state tournament games, Messenger has driven in 9 runs. He had 5, if you'll recall, in the state title game 2 years ago against La Follette. Followed it up with 4 this morning, so a big first out. Big Cloud retiring by Monkey.
And here's Lucas Lindau, the right fielder. Lindau 1 for 3 with a walk in the quarterfinals against Kenosha Bradford this morning. He too a first team all-conference outfielder. He took a big cut at that one and kind of jammed him. It's a swinging strike, 1-1. Tell you what, that's a heck of an outfield they've got with Grabing and Lindau, first team all-conference outfielders. Messenger, the player of the year, playing left. So he does a lot of his work on the mound, of course, but Messenger, Grabing, and Lindau, that's a heck of a fly chasers out there for Bayport. 2-1 now. Didn't miss by much, but it's a ball, 3-1.
Yeah, Monkey wanted that pitch.
Good hitters count, and it's hit hard to right center field. On the chase is Sweeney, the center fielder, diving, can't get it. Drops in for a hit. Now Sweeney and Palmer have a little trouble picking it up. That's going to get Lindau to third with a triple.
And again, there's just a lot of room to cover in center field in this minor league park. His ball's hit well to the gap.
Watch Sweeney's effort.
Yeah, Sweeney goes a long way, dives, and just can't get it. Backing up nicely, Palmer gets it, but Lindau has a triple, and Bayport has the tying run at third with 1 out.
Second triple of the year for Lucas Lindau, and he's there with 1 out. And the catcher, Drew Neville, steps in. Well, Bayport got a runner to third with 1 out in the first inning. Couldn't score him. So here's Drew Neville. He's a junior, 6'3", 195. Good sized catcher for Bayport. Fisted in the air. I don't know if the catcher sees it. Purley got a late jump. I don't know if he could have got there anyway. It falls inside the field of play, but it's a foul ball strike, 1-1 to Neville. Hunter Kalin on deck, the designated hitter for Bayport. Pirates ranked 9th in the final Wisconsin Baseball Coaches Association rankings. Hartford Union unranked.
Be alive for the squeeze here. This is a 141 hitter.
Geeson at third baseman is way up on the infield grass, expecting the same thing. And
well, here'll be another good pitch to squeeze on at 2-1. Neville's only making his 17th start. He's driven in 12 runs, but again, just a 146 hitter.
See if Mike Simons puts the play on. Nope, Neville was swinging away, but looked at strike 2. So now 2-2 the count to the Bayport catcher.
Except for the infielder at third, other infielders halfway.
And a swinging strike 3 for Neville. So Monkey, he's really showing something when guys get in scoring position at second or third. He's wiggled out of one jam, and now he's trying to do the same here in the second.
It just blows that one past Neville.
Yeah, he reached back that time, didn't he? 2 down now. Hunter Kalin, designated hitter in. High ball 1.
Hunter was 2 for 4 this morning, but just 1 for 6 coming into tournament play.
Opportunity here to tie up the game with a base hit. Monkey wanted that one, didn't get it. 1-0 the count, make it 2-0 the count. This is Bayport's 9th trip to the WIAA State Baseball Championships, their first since winning the state title in 2010. And that's a strike call on the inside corner for Monkey. 2-1. Hartford here for the 3rd straight year, 5th time overall. They've been to the semifinals twice before, and now this is the third year. This one's lifted to center. Sweeney. Now it'll float over to right field, and wow, and Palmer makes the catch in right center field. So nice job by Drew Palmer to cover a lot of ground and get there and make a tough catch against the sun and the wind. So Lucas Lindau triples, but he's left stranded at third, second straight inning that Bayport has left a runner 90 feet from home plate. Inning and a half complete in Grand Chute, Division I semifinals. Hartford leads Bayport 1-0. Hartford fans, oh, they're in beast mode. And more Oriole fans. It's a great color for TV, isn't it? Well, John Spurtell's home run has given Hartford the lead, and now the Orioles try to add to it here in the bottom of inning number 2. It'll be Thomas Kahnke, left fielder, Nolan Sweeney, center fielder, and Corey Monkey, the pitcher, scheduled to face Jack Violetta, the Bayport pitcher. Here comes the 0-1 from the left-hander, and low and inside for ball 1.
Thomas went 0 for 4 this morning, but he's a .443 hitter. 6 doubles, a triple, and 10 knocked in during the regular season.
Kahnke had a big game in the sectional final against Milwaukee Riverside. He was 4 for 4, a triple and a double with 4 runs batted in. So he has some ability. This one's a hot shot to short. Callowitz with a nice pick. Throw is a little high, but Neville comes down to the bag for the out. 1 down.
It's play by Callowitz to get the leadoff man.
Kahnke hit this one hard. Stayed low. Nice pick by Callowitz. There you see the throw sailed on him just a little bit, but big Brett Neville was able to handle it. And there's 1 up and 1 down here in the second to center fielder Nolan Sweeney. Brett Neville's a big target there at first, 6 feet 3 inches tall. Infielders love that. Sweeney, the left-hander, against the left-handed pitcher Violetta. That's at ball 2.
Hartford has scored 49 runs in the last 4 games, including the 5 this morning against Middleton. Sweeney went 1 for 3 this morning.
And that's a strike call.
Knocked in a run.
Another ball, 3-1. Corey Monkey, the 7th place hitter, on deck for Hartford. Sweeney trying to get on with 1 out and nobody on. Takes a swing of that one and just tips it with the end of the bat foul. Hartford located in Washington County, just to the northwest of Milwaukee. And Bayport, you look at their school address, it's on Lineville Road in Green Bay, and it's part of the Howard Swamico School District. So gives you an idea of where Bayport is. There's a strike call, and that's 2 down as Sweeney goes down on strikes.
This Sweeney is 5'6". He's got a small strike zone, and he knew it there.
Good pitch. Now here's Monkey, the pitcher.
Corey 0 for 3 this morning when he played center field.
That's tomahawk to right. Look at that thing carry, and it goes over the head of Lindau. Boy, that looked like a routine fly ball, and it just kept going and going and going. Now that's the way the wind's blowing, so that might have helped it a little bit, but the Hartford pitcher ends up with a wind-blown double.
Well, I don't think Lindau picks this one up off the bat either. He kind of tomahawks it to right. As you can see, he misjudged it. Didn't break back on it real quickly, and it got over his head. We'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, I think. Apparently not.
Well, I guess he's going to stay out there. Yeah, that's the typical move, but they're going to let Monkey out there. All right, here's Willis Purley, the catcher for Hartford. Orioles looking to add to a 1-0 lead. Boy, you can just see the sun glistening off of Lindau's sunglasses there in right field, and he took a circuitous route to that.
Yeah, he didn't get a good jump. Didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
First double of the year for Corey Monkey.
3:25 down the lines here at Fox City Stadium. 4:05 to the right center field gap. 3:85 to left center. Purley, the catcher, now 2-1 at the plate. See the shadows creeping over the third base grandstand. That'll be a factor as the game goes on. Swinging strike in the dirt, 2-2. It's our 5th of 6 games today. We've had 2 sessions of quarterfinals, and now the Division I semis underway. That one by WIAA missed outside, so now 3-2 the count with a runner on second and 2 outs now for Hartford. Full day tomorrow as Divisions 2, 3, and 4 will play their semifinal games. Hot shot to center. Greybig had it played just about perfectly, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. So Mankey gets a double with 2 out, and he's left stranded at second. Nothing doing for Hartford in the second. A hit with 1 left. We played 2 complete here in our Division II semifinal. Score remains Hartford 1, Bayport nothing. What a pleasant evening for a family outing here at the WIAA State Baseball Tournament, 65th annual edition. Bill Brophy, Jay Wilson with you on FoxSportsWisconsin.com. There you see how the sun is glistening over the grandstand down the third base side. It looks pretty, but it's making things tough for the fielders on the right side of our diamond tonight, at least for now. Here we go at the Bayport 3rd inning. Top of the order, Joey Callowitz is at the plate. He walked, advanced to second, went to third on a sacrifice, and then was left stranded.
Monkey's been tough when he had to be tonight. And Bayport has lacked that hit with runners in the scoring position. The runners on second and third with 1 out in the first. Monkey recorded a pair of strikeouts. Got a guy at third in the second inning with 1 out. Another strikeout and a fly out to end that threat.
There's a line drive to short and grabbed there by Heidecker, and he dropped it on the exchange to the other hand, so it's a line out for Callowitz. Hit it hard, but made it out. There you see that the catch was clean, and he was just pulling it out of his glove, and that's when it popped out. So 1 up, 1 down here in the 3rd for Bayport, and Ryan Greybig steps in. He too walked in the 1st. Made it to second after the sacrifice and was left stranded there.
Ryan's brother Sean played on Bayport's state title team back in 09.
Dug out of the dirt by Purley, ball 2.
Story in the Green Bay paper the other day proposing that Bayport may be the team of the 2000s in the state. They've had great success under Mike Simons quite a bit recently.
Called
Here
strike.
the 7th time in 12 years and won 2 titles in that span is the genesis of that theory.
Yeah. 2-1. Strike call.
Sun Prairie could make an argument that they ought to be in the discussion anyway.
Bayport lost in the quarterfinals in 98, 2001, 2003 before they finally broke through to the semis. This one's fouled in the air, third base side, and then it'll go into the seats. And then made it to the semifinals in 05 and 07. And then won back-to-back titles in 09 and 2010. And after going 0-4 in their first 4 trips to state, the Pirates were 6-0 in their last 2 trips, and now they are 1-0 so far this year. But you're right. You think about the great programs, the Wapongs, the Kimberleys, teams like that. Bayport certainly is in that discussion, no question.
We were talking this afternoon, Stevens Point and Oconomowoc have great traditions. But now it's been a while since they have been here. They are back. In fact, you'll see Spash in the next game. Oconomowoc ousted by the Panthers, but as you say, Kimberly, Bayport, Sun Prairie have been teams of this millennium, I guess.
Yeah, yep. I guess Kenosha Bradford's been here enough to maybe
they're in the discussion.
In that talk, yeah. And Greybig draws a walk with one out. Second time he's reached on a free pass.
But Mike Simons has done a good job at Bayport. Got over 300 career wins since starting taking over in '94. Done things like raise money to put lights in on the field. I mean, you see that the good programs. Rob Hamilton did the same with Sun Prairie. They got turf and got to establish a good youth program. And Simons is quick to credit the people in the community that have helped with that and all his assistant coaches.
Simons in his 19 seasons, 304 wins, 139 losses. There you see Mike Simons. It's a winning percentage of 68%. It's going up. It's in the top 30 among career winning percentage.
They like to put pressure on the defense. A big advocate of the running game and small ball and executing the fundamentals. 2-0 here to Peterson.
This is second baseman Colton Peterson. That's a called strike. 2-1.
Colton 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored this morning against Bradford.
Peterson sacrificed a couple of runners along in the first.
And he had a sacrifice this morning as well.
And now works the count to 3-1. Brock Mackholm, the Bayport cleanup hitter, on deck. So Mankey, who's been in a couple of jams in the first two innings, has come out of him cleanly, and now he's really messing with trouble, although that's a called strike. As Peterson took a step down to first, but he'll have to come back as the count is 3-2. There's Greybig's lead at first. Looking into that bright sunshine. 3-2 pitch. Runner going, fouled off.
And we should point out, talking about wonderful programs, so Claire North is the actual defending champ. They're not here, but they are the defending champ until somebody else gets the trophy on Thursday.
All-time Appleton West has won the most state titles with 7. Catholic Central, Nakusa, and Sun Prairie with 5 each. Runner going, and he'll take his time getting to second because Peterson has drawn another walk. So consecutive walks have runners at first and second with now one out.
Simon starts the runner 3-2 with one out, figuring Peterson handles the bat pretty well. It becomes academic when Monkey walks Peterson. So 4 walks. They've all been back-to-back, or 2 back-to-backs in the first and 2 back-to-back free passes there in the third. Back home with a chance to take advantage. He didn't in the first inning. He struck out the runners at second and third.
So Mackholm, the third baseman, the cleanup hitter in. And Mankey's first pitch is high for ball 1. Talk about the team that's been to state the most in those 65 years. La Crosse Central has the most appearances at state baseball. They've been here 18 times. More than anyone. Foul ball, right field side.
Not this year, though.
Nope. That familiar ball hitting the metal roof here at the grandstand at Time Warner Cabra Field. 1-1 coming to Mackholm. Good eye, ball inside, 2-1. Only one down here in the Bayport third. Trailing at 1-0. Bayport with only one hit, but Mankey has walked 4 in the early going. Well, Purley tried to pull that one back in, but it was outside, and now, I know it was a strike. He did pull it in. 2-2.
Mark Fowle is not the most demonstrative of plate umpires.
Three and two. A little bit high. Okay, so 3-2 the count, one down. Graybig at second, Peterson at first.
Simon started the runner at 3-2 earlier in the inning. Let's see what he does here.
There they go, and fouled back.
It's funny, Graybig ran, and Peterson didn't.
Yeah, as I was in the middle of the phrase, I thought, that guy at first didn't really go at it.
I think he saw that Graybig ran, and then he decided that, boy.
Ryan, careful.
Okay, another 3-2 pitch coming to Macholm. Strike three, throw to third. Got him, double play.
So a strike him out, throw him out, double play ends that threat in a hurry.
Willis Purley with a rocket to third, and Geeson laid the tag on Graybig. There's the strikeout, there's the throw out. Oh, nice job by Geeson. The throw is a little bit off the line. One more look at it, and there you see Mankey's reaction. Oh boy, that whole Oriole dugout just exploded. That is a big play. 2 on with 1 out. A strike him out, throw him out, double play ends the third for Bayport. So again, the Pirates get 2 runners on and have nothing to show for it. We go to the bottom of the third. Score still remains. Hartford 1, Bayport nothing. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Hartford on a first inning home run by John Spurtell. That's the difference. 1-0 Orioles. And we go to the top of the Hartford order as Cale Klink, Miles Heidecker, and John Spurtell get ready to hit against Bayport pitcher Jack Violetta.
I think Geeson's going to hit first.
You're right. Number 9 hitter, TJ Geeson is first. Then the top of the order, Klink.
You guys, how many times do you see a kid make a great defensive play and lead off an extra base?
I had forgotten the Cardinal rule. So here's Geeson, the third baseman. Hits it hard to third. Macholm picks and throws him out. Quickly 1 out in the third inning for Hartford. Now top of the order, Cale Klink. Good strong throw by Macholm across the diamond and got Geeson by a couple of steps. Here's Klinky. Led off the Hartford first with the strikeout. This one's right back to the mound. Violetta picks it and throws him out. 2 down. Second time tonight that Violetta has fielded a ground ball cleanly and thrown out the batter. 2 down now. Here's shortstop Miles Heidecker.
You got to think Heidecker might take a pitch here. It's been a pretty quick inning.
Yeah.
Give his teammates a chance to take a ball. In fact, there he's going to take a practice cut. You got to think, if you're Violetta, throw this one right down the middle because you think Heidecker's taking.
Oh, he's cutting.
Yeah.
Daggone it. Well, he did wander about home plate before he went into the batter's box.
Yeah, he's doing it again right here to try to take some time off.
That first pitch was a little too tempting, so he swung and missed it. Fouled it off, I should say. 0-1. That one's a ball. In the bullpen, we have some action for Hartford. That's Geeson. He's currently playing third, warming up in the mound. This is a ground ball to third. Macholm, this is going to be a quick inning. Very quick inning. I think 6-pitch inning for Jack Violetta. All 3 groundouts. 2 to the third, 1 to the pitcher. So Geeson, Klink, and Heidecker all keep the ball in the infield, and they're all retired. There's the pick by Macholm, and took his time and threw out the hitter. So nothing doing for Hartford at the bottom of the third. We will move to the top of inning number 4. Hartford still leading Bayport 1-0. There are the sticks that our hitters are using. Those are the new models we told you about a little earlier.
Yeah, those BB corps right there. They've been a little silent for Bayport today after being very active this morning.
Gotta shake them up a little. Bayport with 9 runs on 9 hits against Kenosha Bradford, but so far, no runs, only 1 hit. And we've been through the order once, and about halfway through, we'll start out with the 5th place hitter, Brett Neville, the first baseman for Bayport, as he leads off the 4th. This one's popped up. It'll carry to the outfield. Again, that will slice over to Drew Palmer, the right fielder, and he makes the catch for 1 down.
Third chance for Palmer tonight. And for the 4th inning, or 3rd inning out of 4, Monkey gets the Bayport leadoff man.
And again, that ball looks like it's going to be caught by the center fielder, but it's got a little slice to it. The wind, again, the wind's not too strong right now, but that's just pushing it ever so slightly. The right fielder Palmer makes those catches in right center field. Here's Ben Messenger, the Bayport left fielder. He flew out to Palmer back in the 2nd.
Bayport 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position in the first 3 innings in this game.
And now you see the shadow just past home plate, but it doesn't matter to Messenger. He'll slice a base hit to center. I was just going to say it's probably a little tough to see that pitch coming in, but Messenger didn't have any problem with it at all.
Seen the ball well all day. And Messenger had the 4 RBIs this morning as his first hit of this game. Only the 2nd hit of the day or the night for Bayport.
Hartford with only 2 hits as well, but one of them's a home run. Now here's Lucas Lindau. Boy, he got a hold of one in the 2nd inning. That was that triple that Sweeney almost made a spectacular diving grab with. But it got past him, and Lindau legged out a 1-out triple, but was left stranded after Drew Neville struck out and Hunter Kalin flew out to right. Messenger takes his lead off first, and he'll draw a throw from Mankey. 1 down for Bayport here in the top of the 4th.
Messenger 8 of 9 on stolen base attempts this year. Bayport with 41 steals in 26 games.
Right up the middle and through for a base hit to center. Messenger will have to stop at 2nd, so Messenger and Lindau with consecutive singles, and Bayport's got something going here in the 4th.
This is the definition of a seeing eye single, but the Pirates will take it. Lindau goes up the middle, gets past the pitcher and the shortstop, and there's 2 on with 1 out again. Bayport has a rally going.
And up comes Drew Neville, the catcher.
He struck out with Lindau in 3rd in the 2nd inning.
Ball 1. Center fielder Nolan Sweeney shading Neville to left center, so there's a big gap in right center. And now Drew Neville gets ahead in the count, 2-0. There you see the flags in right center now. Straightened out a little bit. That wind picked up, at least for the moment. This one's hit hard to left. Back goes Kanky to the wall, looking up. It's off the base of the wall. Here comes Messenger with Bayport's first run. They'll hold Lindau at 3rd, and it's an RBI double for Drew Neville. We're tied at 1.
How about that? Drew Neville, making only his 17th start of the year, drives in his 13th run. He's going to get a chance to get some accolades as he's removed for a courtesy runner. This one carried well. Almost got out. It hits at the base of the wall. Conkey couldn't get there, but he did a good job of retrieving it. That's Messenger scoring the tying run. Lindau didn't seem to read that very well. It only got as far as 3rd. For that matter, neither did Neville. Kind of went into the home run trot a little prematurely.
There you see number 22, Jake Heinzen. He is a 5'11 junior, only 142 pounds. He's the runner for Neville at 2nd. Well,
infield comes in for the Orioles to try to cut off the lead run at the plate.
Well, you figure it might be Graybig or Peterson or Macholm or Brett Neville, but it's Drew Neville with the big hit so far for Bayport, an RBI double, and there's a strike call to the hitter, Hunter Kalin.
Drew Neville's a junior.
Kalin flew out to right field in his first trip up in the second. Tries the bunt, lays it down beautifully. Run's going to score, and he just nearly got around the tag. Kalin with the squeeze. RBI for the Bayport designated hitter. Lindau scores. Bayport leads for the first time tonight.
Perfectly executed suicide squeeze right there. Lindau is coming hard. Whatever you do to get the ball down, he does. He butts it right at Clipstein and tags him out. But Bayport has the lead for the first time tonight.
Well, we saw Middleton try a suicide squeeze earlier today, but the batter never got the sign or something. He never even squared the bunt. The runner was a dead duck, but there you saw Kalin with a great play to get the bat on the ball, and it was a beauty right down the line. So Bayport with a couple of runs here in the fourth, and the Pirates lead it 2-1. Now, top of the order, Joey Callowitz, the shortstop. So Neville with an RBI double. Kalin with an RBI squeeze bunt. 2-0 now to Callowitz. Strike call. Bayport thought it was a little low, but 2-1 is the count. Ryan Graybig, the center fielder, waiting on deck. 2 down, though. 2-1 the count. Now 3-1. Heinzen, who ran for Drew Neville, the runner at third. Now a 3-1 coming to Callowitz. Hot shot. Oh, it hit the runner in foul territory, so it's a foul ball. Heinzen couldn't get out of the way.
That's why you tell the base runner to make sure you're in foul territory. You're on third base.
This has to smart.
It does, but if he was in fair territory, it's an out.
That'd be the end of the inning. So good job by Heinzen with the fundamentals there.
Of course, if it was in fair territory, it might not have hit him.
Yeah, that's true, too. And Callowitz was. Gosh, there's so many things going on. So first and third now with 2 out.
But no, you are coached to make sure you are in foul territory. And encouraged to get out of the way as well.
But sometimes you just can't. So 3 hits and a walk in the inning for Bayport so far. And it goes to Ryan Graybig, the center fielder. This will be lefty versus lefty. Check that. Right-handed pitcher, Mankey, and the left-handed hitting Graybig. Let's see what Callowitz does over at first. He's holding on that first pitch, and it is a strike call. There's Joey Callowitz taking his lead. Clipstein holding him on. Flashed a bunt that took it for a ball, 1-1. Big crowd here for Bayport. Got a 45-minute drive from the north side of Green Bay. And that one drops low, 2-1.
Keep an eye on Callowitz here. Let's see if Purley throws through as well. Should Callowitz attempt to steal second?
Not running. Purley was ready to gun it, but pitch was high, and it's now 3-1.
Graybig has 5 walks and a single today.
Wow.
And he's on the verge of picking up his 6th walk.
Leads the world in on-base percentage. 3-1. Did it again. Ball 4. 3rd walk of the night for Graybig. And now the bases are loaded, and here comes Colton Peterson.
Again, even though they have the lead, Bayport is 1 of 6 with runners in scoring position in this game. That would be the Neville hit.
Yeah. Well, let's see if 13's lucky for Bayport here as Colton Peterson digs in with the bases loaded. That pitch right down the middle, strike one.
Monkey has been good when he had to be, as there's been a plethora of base runners surrounding the right-hander tonight.
0-1 pitch. And a loop to right field for a hit. One run is in. Here comes Callowitz with another, and it's a 2-run, 2-out hit for Colton Peterson, and Bayport now leads 4-1.
Well, that is what the Pirates have lacked in this game. They get it there from their 3-hole hitter Peterson, and that may be it for Monkey, as Bayport has scored 4 runs here in the 4th inning and have a 3-run lead.
Well, that wasn't the hardest hit ball of the night, but a sure well placed as Heinzen, the runner for Neville, and Callowitz come in to score. 1st and 3rd now for Bayport, still 2 out.
And I think Sweeney's coming in to pitch.
Sweeney was playing center field.
Am I wrong? Monkey's
Nope,
going.
I think that's right.
No.
Monkey, I think, goes to center. Although he's taking a long, slow walk out to the outfield. And there you see number 7.
That's Geeson. So TJ Geeson comes in to pitch. He's 2-2 on the year with a 2.15 ERA. This is his 10th game. 3rd in relief. He's thrown a complete game as a starter. In 39 innings, the senior has allowed 42 hits, 12 earned runs, walked 25, and struck out 28. So obviously, command has been an issue for TJ Geeson. And have you got the rest of the changes? Because there must be quite a few of them.
Well, Austin Schmidt is now in the game. He's number 30. He's a junior. It looks like Austin Schmidt will be playing 3rd base. Although,
and Sweeney's out of the game.
So, yep.
Let's not miss the first pause here. Let's be on top of
There's
it.
Schmidt.
Okay.
Let's not miss the first one.
So Monkey goes to center.
And this is
Guy in 3rd's not watching.
Okay.
Macomb, the cleanup hitter,
Looking for a hot dog.
with the runners on 1st and 3rd.
So Geeson, who started the game at 3rd base, takes over for Monkey, who now is the center fielder. And Austin Schmidt at 3rd for Hartford. Macomb. And the ball gets by Purley, and that's going to be another run for Bayport. That's Graybig coming in to score. 5-1 Pirates.
The team high 4th wild pitch of the year for Geeson. And that hurts.
And this is happening with 2 out. Peterson moved to 2nd on the play. And now Macomb trying to add to Bayport's lead. 5 runs in the inning for the Pirates. 4 hits, 2 walks, a sacrifice, a wild pitch. It's been a mess for Hartford.
Right here now, Brock, come on.
Easton threw that one outside. That's a ball, 2-1.
You know, Macomb couldn't have been too upset to see Monkey leave the game. He'd struck him out twice.
Sure.
2 appearances.
2-1. Strike call. 2-2. Now Macomb will take a step out of the batter's box, gather his thoughts, and dig back in against TJ Geeson. This one's looped foul. Fought that one off nicely. Stays alive, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The hitter is number 2. Peterson leads off 2nd. Hot shot left field, another hit. Peterson rounding 3rd. Here comes the throw. Cut off. Peterson scores. It's 6-1 Bayport on an RBI single to left by Brock Macomb.
Well, the fun continues for Bayport. And they put together 5 hits and 6 runs here in the 4th inning. Macklem's second RBI of the day, his 3rd hit of the day. And Bayport was sitting 9 men at the plate in breaking open this game.
Remember at the start of the inning we showed that picture of those snoozing bats? They have been awakened.
Yeah.
So you can see the body language of Hartford has really changed in this inning. They're just out there. They can't wait to get off the field, but right now they can't. So Bayport bats around. This is Brett Neville, who led off the 4th inning with a flyout. He's 0 for 2. But since Neville started the inning, Bayport has come up with 6 runs. 6 runs on 6 hits now for Bayport. A run on 2 hits for Hartford. Neville bounces it to third. Schmidt, boy, they'll find you when you get in the game, won't they? Klipstein gets the throw from Schmidt, and finally the 4th inning is done for Bayport. But the Pirates have a productive inning, a crooked number, a very crooked number. Pirates get 6, and now Bayport leads Hartford 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Best seats in the house. That is one big chair. Look, you can get 3 people on there comfortably. I bet you can even squeeze a few more on. Now they're enjoying a beautiful June evening here in Grand Chute, and we're glad you're with us on FoxSportsWisconsin.com. Well, Hartford has some work to do at the plate. Here's a guy who can get it done, though, John Spurtell. Looks at ball 1 in the dirt. First inning, he hit one over the left field wall. Probably went about 350 feet. This one's in the air, but isn't going to carry. Shortstop Callowitz falls down, and well, Messenger trying to get out of the way of Callowitz. As Callowitz slipped, nobody got it. Base hit for Spurtell.
Yeah, there's no doubt about the last one. A lot of doubt in this one, but Messenger and Callowitz don't communicate. Look, in retrospect, Callowitz could have made this catch, but it's the left fielder's ball. And instead, it fell in front of the left fielder, Messenger.
3rd hit for Hartford and a good start to the 4th.
And here's Kevin Klipstein, one of their hot hitters. He was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs this morning against Middleton.
And ball 1 from Violetta. Sun Prairie and Stevens Point are starting to get ready for our next Division I semifinal. That's coming up right after this on FoxSportsWisconsin.com.
And Geeson obviously felt he wasn't loose enough when asked to come in the game because he's throwing down the 3rd base line.
And he just threw one down to the corner. There you see.
That's some of the competitors.
Yep, that was Sun Prairie there, that last group. This was a liner to right, and Lindau, who still has to deal with that sun, makes a nice catch. 1 out. Well, at least he doesn't have those sunglasses up on the bill of his cap like some guys do.
Yeah, that always makes a lot of sense.
Thomas Conkey now, the hitter. Grounded out to short his first time up in the 2nd.
Full round of semifinal games tomorrow as well, beginning at 8 a.m. with the ever-popular 8 a.m. tilt. The breakfast special tomorrow features Coleman, 26-1 against Pittsville, 19-6. Greenwood plays Johnson Crick about 10:30.
Yeah.
2 Division III semis tomorrow. Have St. Mary's Central against Parkview, Prescott against Oshkosh Lourdes Valley Christian, and then tomorrow night, about 6 o'clock, the Division II semis have Fox Valley Lutheran against Portage and Ellsworth against Racine St. Catherine's. And again, a lot of those teams are here taking in the action tonight.
So join Bill Brophy tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. on FoxSportsWisconsin.com.
Stop by for some bagels about 6:30 at the hotel.
6:30? Are you kidding?
Well, I was there about 6:45.
And that will put Conkey on. So,
and you know what? You're going to find that the bagels and muffins are as good as ever, Jay.
Is that right?
Yeah, the Bob Brader breakfast special.
Oh, that hit him right in the hip, didn't it?
Yep.
Ooh.
delicious coffee and ask for the bagels. And give me the vibrator.
6:45.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, great. So 2 on for Hartford, trying to get back in this one, down 6-1. Here's Nolan Sweeney.
We can handicap all the Division 4 action.
I thought you were going to handicap all the bagels.
I'll tell you the good ones.
Yeah?
Just look at me. I know.
0-1 to Sweeney. Ooh, that one bounced in from Violetta. And again, Drew Neville makes a nice stop to prevent the runners from advancing. There's Russ Grundy, 26th season as a head baseball coach, 18 seasons at Hartford. And this one's fouled off by Sweeney, and now the count's 1-2. Took over as head coach in 1996, led the Orioles to the state semifinals in 2002. He also coaches JV football at Hartford Union. We've had some good football teams the last few years, and playoff teams in Hartford. And Sweeney spoils that one and fouls it off. Oh, he looks like a baseball player, doesn't he? Got the eye black. He's got the gloves, got the glasses. All set. 1-2 again. Well, crowd wanted it, but it looked outside. 1-2. Or 2-2, excuse me. 2-2 the count.
Going had a big hit this afternoon against Middleton. 1 for 3 in that game.
Well, that one, Violetta might have overthrown just a little bit. So 3-2 the count to Sweeney. Corey Monkey on deck. He'd love to hit with the bases loaded.
Sweeney battles up there. They list him at 5'6", and that may be generous. That's a small strike zone, and he coaxes a walk.
Trouble brewing for Bayport here in the 4th. The bases are loaded as Sweeney walks.
I don't think that's what Mike Simons wanted to see.
Nope.
When his pitcher was given a 5-run lead. He issues a hit batsman and now a walk. The bases are loaded. Bonke with a chance to be a hero. He had a double last time up. That happened with no one on. And this is obviously a chat between Simons and his pitcher.
Okay. Again, Messenger was so spectacular on the mound this morning. 3 hits and 16 strikeouts.
And Mike's got somebody up.
Even. Hey, if you got the force at home, okay. Otherwise, just get it out.
Okay, you can hear him talking strategy about the force at home with only 1 out. Here's Mankey.
It's Ryan Frieder throwing in the bullpen.
Low for ball 1. Frieder.
And you can tell him that as Simons walked back from the mound, he was telling the Frieder to start throwing in earnest.
Yeah. Well, Frieder's a pretty good pitcher this season. He has a no-hitter to his credit. Strange no-hitter, Frieder, if he gets in. It was a 9-inning no-hitter, but he lost on an unearned run into the 9th, lost at 1-0. Then later he combined another no-hitter with Hunter Kalin and Brett
Okay there, but now we just get the out.
Neville and Joey Colliwarts.
Turn two that way.
So Frieder's a pretty good pitcher, but we'll see if he makes an appearance in relief of Violetta. And there's a strike, and there you hear the Bayport crowd supporting their pitcher, Jack Violetta, who
giving the raspberries to the plate umpire, Mark Pfeil, who, in their opinion, has squeezed the left-hander a little bit this inning.
Chopped foul, third base line. Nice pick up there by Coach Grundy, the third base coaching box. There's Russ. Third straight trip to state for Hartford. 1-2 the count now to Mankey. Oh, and that was a half-hearted swing, and it'll cost him strike 3.
Yeah, that one. The swing to drive the ball. That was a defensive swing, and that's a big strikeout for Violetta. His second or third of the night, but his most important to be sure.
All right, base is still loaded, but now 2 outs to Willis Purley. And WIAA goes high, ball 1.
Right.
It's Purley 0 for 3 this morning. Slot to center in his only appearance tonight.
Like a pretty good pitch to hit, but he fouled it off down the right field line and into the seats.
Purley 3rd in the club with a .333 average. It's in limited action. This is only his 13th start. He's only got 1 RBI, and they could dearly use a 2-out hit here.
Get a 1 or 2 runs here would be big for Hartford, but that's a strike called to Willis Purley. So now WIAA 1 strike away from getting out of big trouble here in the 4th. The 1-2 to Purley. Strike 3, froze him. Boy, what a job by Jack WIAA. Bases loaded, 1 out, and he strikes out 2 Hartford batters. And Purley knew it. There you see the celebration from Jack WIAA. Boy, that's a big answer from Bayport. They scored 6 in the top of the inning and then come back and put up a 0 against Hartford in the bottom. All right, we've played 4 complete in our Division I semifinal, and Bayport leads Hartford Union 6-1. There's the Bayport dugout. Everybody's standing on the top step. Nobody's watching back there. There you go. Now we'll zoom out and see how just about everybody's on the top step. And they're hoping their team can add to a 6-1 lead here as we go to the top of the 5th inning.
Ben Messenger got her started last inning. When Bayport sent 10 men at the plate, it was Messenger's 1-out single that started the 6-run rally.
Geeson still on the mound for Hartford. He relieved the starter Corey Monkey during that 6-run 4th. Pitch to Messenger, floats low. That's another ball. Make it 1-2 now to the Bayport left fielder. That one slips out of the hand of Geeson, and that's ball 2, 2-2. Well, the shadow covering most of the infield, but still right field, a tough place to catch a ball. Actually, the right side infielders, first base and second base, are still standing in their positions in the sunlight. And there you see, imagine how tough that is to pick up that ball off the bat in right field. Messenger slices this one. That's a tough play for Schmidt, and he overran it. Ball falls foul.
But you don't want to give this guy an extra swing. We saw that with Tony Butler in the last game, and you won't see that in the box score tomorrow. But that was probably the key play in Sun Prairies' win against Stevens or against Oconomowoc. He got another swing and key to big rally that turned out to be an important run.
Yep. Well, and there you go. So as the foul ball drops, Messenger takes advantage and gets on a walk with nobody out.
And if you're naming an MVP in day 1 of this tournament, there'd be a pretty good candidate. He's 3 for 5 with now 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs, and oh, by the way, he threw a 3-hit shutout and struck out 16.
Not a bad day's work. Here's Lucas Lindow. Boy, he's had a good game, huh? Triple and a single, scored a run.
Lucas has had a pretty good day too. That means he's 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored today. But yeah, in this game he's been awfully good.
That one's a strike. As Geeson evens the count 1-1. We see in his bat it says "rip it," and he's been doing that. Those neon green shirts you see behind home plate, those are the Sun Prairie fans, the students with their brightly colored outfits. Drew Palmer, the right fielder. Now that's a new right fielder there. Get you the name on that. That's Thomas Kanke, who moved over to right from left, and he makes the put out. And there's one down.
when they put Sweeney in left field.
Hey, here we go now, 7.
So your outfield now is Sweeney, Monkey, and Kanki. Left to right.
Yep.
That all occurred last inning during the pitching change.
Okay, so Lindau flies out to right, and now it goes to Drew Neville, and he's hit.
Drew Neville had the big hit last inning. I'm going to get a courtesy runner after getting drilled there. Get the ice packs on early.
Yeah, he's behind the plate, digging out balls all day, getting hit there, and when he gets to the plate, gets hit again.
Jake Heinzen to run for the catcher.
So Messenger's at second, Heinzen the runner at first. First and second, one out to Hunter Kalin. And he looks at strike one.
Drew Neville had a big hit.
Yeah.
Again, they've been 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Didn't have a timely hit. We're down a run, and Neville had that double to drive in one and really key the 6-run rally.
Yeah. Banged it off the base of the wall, did Neville. Good cut by Kalin, but fouled it off. 20 before 8 here at Time Warner Cable Field at Fox City Stadium in Grand Chute. 6-1 our score. Bayport with the lead. Well, that time Kalin had to skip out of the way of it. Inside 1 and 2.
Neither bullpen is active, so you got to think Hartford is determined they're going to go with this guy. Russ Grundy must have told Geeson, "You're our man."
And that caught the corner for strike 3. Kalin didn't care for the call, but he goes down on strikes.
Yeah, that might have been a little generous on the zone, a little wide, but
Geeson will take it.
And here's the leadoff hitter, Cowards, for the 4th time in 5 innings. That should tell you how many base runners Bayport has.
Oh, that one's a wild pitch. Geeson throws it back to the screen, so that'll move Messenger up to third and Heinzen to second.
Second wild pitch for Geeson, who's also walked one and hit a batter.
Right here, 4. Get into one. Come on now.
So a couple of RBI opportunities now for Cowards. Bayport scored 6 times in the 4th inning. And that's the difference in the game. Pirates leading by 5 here in the 5th. Fouled off.
Winner of this game plays at 6 o'clock Thursday for the Division I title.
Look at the bird there.
Yeah.
That a red-winged blackbird?
Boy,
I don't know.
I didn't know you were into birding.
Yeah, I see.
Well, okay.
It's a black bird with red wings. What else could it be? I'm sure someone will call to say what it actually is.
Outside the Oriole dugout, whatever significance that is.
Never thought of that.
Yeah.
1 and 2 the count to Cowards. That bird is still hanging around.
Yeah.
Geeson missed inside, 2 and 2. Now, they had a game at Wrigley a few weeks ago where the gulls all gathered in center field, and I'll tell you what, there must have been 40 birds.
Waiting for post-game
Yeah.
spread.
Oh, it's a good snack, I'll bet. 2 and 2 the count.
Come on, Joe. Good hitter, yeah.
Now 3 and 2. Cowards walked him.
That's his 3rd walk.
Oof.
Gravick's had 3 walks, and he's up there again with the bases loaded.
So Grabig, Mr. Base on Ball, steps in. And there's no place to put him this time.
That is the 8th walk given up by Hartford pitching. They've also hit a batter.
Grabig with a late swing, nubs it to third, up foul ball.
I think hit off his foot.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, that's why Grabig didn't break out of the box. He knew it had hit off his foot.
That has to sting a little bit.
I was going to say, he could tell by the barking dog.
Yes.
The third base coach. Mike Simons gives the signals from the dugout to the third base coach.
So Grabig with an 0-1 count. Flashed a bunt. They chase Messenger back to third, but he's not going anywhere. Boy, Bayport looking to break things open here in the 5th. Bounced up the middle, short hop, nice pick by Heidecker, and he throws to Klink covering at second, and that'll get Hartford out of the inning. Well, it could have been worse for Hartford as they get out of it with no runs scored. But 2 walks, a hit by pitch made it interesting, loaded the bases. But the Orioles get out of it. Now let's see if their offense can get back on the board. Bayport leads Hartford 6-1, 4.5 complete. The lights are on here in Grand Chute as the sun goes beyond the horizon. Very pleasant evening here. Light winds, beautiful, brilliant sunshine, although that'll be with us for probably, well, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes.
And I think it's going to be a little cool by the time they tee it up for Spash against Sun Prairie.
Boy, it's been hotter than you know what a lot of times here, but not today.
It's coming up next. Stevens Point against the #1 team in the state from Sun Prairie.
Can't wait. Boy, Sun Prairie's won, what, 25 in a row now?
Only lost once.
Yep. So Conomowoc got them back in April in like the 5th game of the season, but other than that, Sun Prairie has been letter perfect.
And Stevens Point eliminated that Oconomowoc team earlier today. They came from behind, scored a 6-4 win. So that's our final game of the day. About 35 minutes after this one concludes.
Geeson follows that one back, and
operator gargling in the back, keeping his voice pressed.
Was that what that was?
Oh, Jack, go get him.
Hey, how about Jack Violetta, the Bayport pitcher? 1 run on 3 hits. You take away that home run that Spurtell had. Well, on cue, he gives up a leadoff single to Geeson here in the 5th. But Violetta's done a nice job of battling. He's put a few guys on, but
a crafty left-hander, I think I described.
I believe that's the aforementioned comment, yeah. Only the 3rd hit for Hartford, but I make it the 4th hit as Geeson singles to lead off the 5th.
But unlike his counterparts in the orange and black, Violetta's thrown strikes.
Yeah.
He's only walked 1, hit a batter, and that's the inning he got in trouble last inning.
Chopped and through into left field for a hit for Klink. So the first 2 men reach for Hartford on singles here in the 5th inning.
Klink had 3 hits this afternoon. That's his first one tonight. But Hartford's got something going. 2 on, none out. They're 5 down. They need base runners, and Geeson and Klink have done their parts. But the big boys coming up for the Orioles right now.
Here's Miles Heidecker.
And the bullpen has been activated in a hurry for Bayport.
Frieder, another warm-up session down the right field line. They've closed off those bullpen areas. Remember they had those big little cutouts that the bullpens were in, but now the bullpens are on the warning track around the outside of the playing field.
Well, for the pro team, for the Timber Rattlers, they actually out in the left and right center, either side of the batter's eye. But for the for the high school tournament,
yep, they've moved them now onto the field of play, so there'll be guys protecting balls that come that way. This is fly ball to center. Grabig Well, the runner will try to go from second to third, and they got him. Boy, what a relay throw from Grabig to Calowerts, and they gunned down Geeson trying to advance. What a costly play for Hartford.
Well, ironically, Hartford had seen that done earlier today. Middleton ran themselves out of the game against Hartford this afternoon, and Hartford might have done the same thing right here. With 2 on and none out, they try to text the extra base. Grabig hits the cutoff man, and it's a great relay throw here by the shortstop to gun down Geeson. Calowerts with a good relay throw.
Yeah, that wasn't the deepest fly ball you'd ever want to advance on, and that time it cost Hartford a double play. Now 2 out. And Klink stayed at first, so Spurtell now hitting with 2 down and a man on first base.
Again, you got to know your situation, and with the big guys coming up in the Orioles lineup, it's silly to be taking chances on the bases when you're down 5 runs.
Runner goes from first, and the throw will skip into center field, so Klink will steal second. Now he's going to advance to third as the ball is bobbled out there in center. Well, so give Klink a steal, and
got to be a wall, Drew. We don't give him any. Hey, Drew,
somebody got to get an error out of that one.
I assume it'll be on the catcher.
You would think, although
they might have determined that the bobbles in the outfield caused
that's what I was wondering, because
Klink to take the extra base.
Because Klink stopped at second, so. I'll bet Todd Clark and the guys are discussing that very subject right now in the press box down the way. 2-2 now to Spurtell.
And you're right, they give it to the center field.
Okay. It wasn't a great throw by the catcher, I'll give you that, but that little bobble in center, so Grabig will get the error as
I think
Klink goes to third.
Justification is Klink had no intentions of going to third until he saw the problems in the outfield. That's when he took the extra base.
Well, there you see Russ Grundy and his player Cale Klink.
Boy, and he could dearly need a 2-out hit here from Spurtell to get some momentum generated against that guy, WIAA.
2-2. 3-2. Boy, and Hartford's got to be going, what if? What if we don't send that guy? And what would the inning look like at that point? But the double play happened. No turning back. 3-2 pitch. Foul ball at the plate.
Orioles also left the bases loaded last inning. Had the sacks filled with 1 out, and WIAA struck out Monkey and then Purley to end the threat. And they get the first 2 guys on here, and that's again when you can play the what-if game.
Another 3-2 coming. Lined up the middle into center for a hit. That will score Klink with the second Hartford run, and the Orioles creep to within 4, 6-2. That man can hit.
He was the winning pitcher this afternoon. Was hitless in 3 trips there, but here he goes up the middle, just past WIAA, into center field, and a big 2-out hit gives Hartford some hope.
Single runs for Hartford in the first and now the 5th. 6-2 the score.
This guy could hit this afternoon. He was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs.
This is a chopper. This is going to be a tough play. And that's Mackholm who can't make the play. I'm guessing they'll give him a hit. It was a tough chance. It is. Boy, that's the 4th hit of the inning for Hartford.
The 7th overall. And this, you got to think, might be WIAA's last hitter. If Conkey can reach.
What do you see? Play that now the runners are at first and second with 2 down, and Conkey, who grounded out and was hit by a pitch in his first 2 trips to the plate. And WIAA That's one right in there for 0-2.
Hey, quality 0-2 pitches here now. Quality pitches.
Like you say, WIAA might be at the end of the rope, but let's see if he can get out of the 5th. Oh boy, that's close. But I think that's right. It was a little high, a little outside. So 1-2 now to Conkey. In the dirt, 2-2. Boy, WIAA just wants to get through this. One more pitch somehow. And that's fouled. Conkey battling. 2-2 remains the count to the Hartford left fielder. Well, he started in left, I should say. He now moved to right, so
Yes.
he's seen all sorts of the park tonight.
No. You.
Jack WIAA allowed 2 runs on 7 hits so far through 4 2/3 tonight. Trying to get Bayport at the Division I championship game. Big pitch, 2-2. And through. Oh, it went past WIAA, then past Peterson. Hartford's going to get another run. Boy, that sure looked like the 3rd out, but the ball kept bouncing and it found the outfield grass.
Big 2-out hit by Conkey, you're right. I don't think Peterson picked up the ball after it hits WIAA. WIAA should have probably made the play, but Peterson didn't react until the ball was by him. So that brings in another run, and this is the tying run at the plate.
Wow.
In Sweeney. 2 in, 2 on, 2 out. Mike Simons to the mound. Frieder looks like he is ready. He had quit throwing during the preceding sequence of pitches. So I think he is warm. It's a matter of Simons going to want to go to the pen? No. He's telling WIAA, you're my man. So he's going to let the left-hander face the left-handed hitter, I think. And
boy, now you really play what if. What if they don't throw that runner out in 3rd on that fly ball to center? Who knows what it looks like?
Wasn't a real good base running play. Boy, it comes back to hurt the Orioles right now.
All right, here comes left-handed hitting Nolan Sweeney. He battled WIAA for a walk his last time up in the 4th. Missing.
Simons might have gone out there and said, this is your last guy. Win or lose, go out with it. Let's go after this kid. Give it all you got, and we'll bring in Frieder and go home and see you Thursday.
1-0 pitch to Nolan Sweeney. Up the middle, off the glove of WIAA, but Peterson's there to tag the runner going from 1st to 2nd. Conkey out, and Hartford comes up with just 2. Could have been worse.
Things about, what if? 2 runs, 5 hits.
Wow. But good news for the Pirates. They still have the lead 6-3. Here's that last out of the 5th inning. Nope, that's that base hit that deflected off WIAA and through to Peterson. That got Hartford a little closer. Now we go to the top of the 6th. Bayport's lead cut to 3. 6-3 Pirates. Bayport now leading 6-3 as we go to the Pirates' top of the 6th. Colton Peterson, Brock Mackholm, Brett Neville, scheduled 3 hitters to face Hartford pitcher T.J. Geeson. Bayport scored all their runs in the 4th inning. So they hit Hartford with 6. The Orioles with a run in the 1st. And picked up 2 more in the bottom of the 5th. 6-3 our score. Hot shot and through past the shortstop Heidecker. So leadoff single for Colton Peterson here in the 6th.
Second hit of the game for Peterson. 7th for the Pirates.
Well hit ball that skipped under the glove of the shortstop.
Yeah, I don't think Heidegger knew that one was as well hit as it was. Got to think that even though he's the cleanup man, they're going to ask Mackholm to bunt here, you would think.
Yeah. They'd love to make it a 4-run cushion. Nope, didn't show signs. And that one's called a strike.
Do better than that last batter.
Macklem with 6 sacrifice hits on the year. That's second on the club. So he's been asked to play this role before.
And a big swing, and Macklem comes up empty, so it's 0-2.
Nick Simons thinks he's going to play for the big inning.
This is the heart of the Bayport order. Macklem 4, Neville 5, Messenger 6. The next 3 hitters. Here's an 0-2. Oh, he left that one up and fouled off by Macklem.
Macklem swung the bat pretty well. He's 3 for 6 with an RBI, so maybe that's why Simons has got him swinging here instead of bunting. Certainly unlike he's going to bunt with 2 strikes.
Throw to first to chase Peterson back. Hardly a breath of wind now as we approach sunset here. Geeson missed with that one, 1-2. Stevens Point at Sun Prairie waiting, watching. Ready to play their semifinal game right after this one. This one's chopped on the infield. Schmidt at third goes to second and just barely gets the runner Peterson. A nice job by Austin Schmidt at third for Hartford.
Indeed, this is a close play. Let's look at it again, in fact. Peterson must have got a good jump. Big bounder. Schmidt gets her there. Yeah, just in time. So they get the lead runner.
So that'll put Macklem, the runner, at first. And here's Brett Neville. Kind of a tough night. 0 for 3.
Yeah, having a tough day. 0 for 5 overall. .373 hitter in the year.
Come on, Brett. Hit him a stick right here.
1 ball, no strikes to Brett Neville. Now that's a strike.
On the gap, Brett. Gap the gap, Brett. Gap the gap.
Good sized kid is Brett Neville. 6'3", 195.
Gap the gap, Brett. Gap the gap.
This one's hit to right. Conkey makes the catch. And that's the second out. Boy, there's one sliver of light coming through the ballpark now, and that's exactly where Conkey had to go to catch that. See that little sliver? Did a nice job, though. 2 out. Ben Messenger now up. You know, neither one of these teams won their conference this year. Hartford was 3rd place in the Wisconsin Little 10 Conference with a 7-5 record behind Waupun. Bayport was 2nd in the Fox River Classic Conference. They were 18-4, but 2nd place behind conference champion De Pere. But postseason came, they won all their games, and that's where they are now in the Division I state semifinals.
We talked about this afternoon as Messenger was mowing down Kenosha Bradford, but part of that reason, and you can't assume that they would have won the game with Messenger on the mound, but like Simons talked about last year, they used Messenger a lot on 3 days rest. This year he vowed to rest Messenger, and he pitched him on 4 days rest constantly. Well, that means that Messenger wasn't going to pitch against De Pere, and Simon said, so be it.
That one's fair down the right field line. Another hit for Messenger. Let's see if it scores a run. Here comes Macklem rounding third. He will score, and Messenger into third with a triple.
Messenger's big day continues. That's his 5th RBI of the tournament. his second extra base hit. He had a bases clearing 2-out double this afternoon. This is a run-scoring triple to get Bayport a much-needed run here in the 6th inning.
He just pulled that one right down the right field line, and then he was off to the races.
He's now 4 for 7 in the tournament with 5 RBIs.
Well,
and 2 runs scored.
Come on, one more time.
Again, to complete the story, Simons just said it didn't matter that he wasn't going to pitch him against De Pere even at the conference. He wanted to get here to this stage. So De Pere won the game head-to-head, but Messenger got a chance to pitch this morning and struck out 16 through a 3-hit shutout, and his heroics continue with the bat tonight.
Sure worked out, didn't it?
So those conference titles are nice, but
Right here, Lucas, come on.
I think anybody would trade playing in the state semifinals to having a conference championship in the trophy case.
Well, something's on the field down the...
I think one of the balls that Sun Prairie might have been warming up with on the berm up there got away.
All right. So the left fielder Sweeney picks it up, throws it back to the stands, and now we're ready to go as Lucas Lindau steps in. Bayport had only 1 hit through the first 3 innings. They sure have turned that around. 7 runs on 8 hits now for the Pirates. They had 9 runs on 9 hits in the first game this morning.
Good lean, Benny. Right here, Lucas. Come
now
on.
it's 3-1 to Lindau.
Turn it around. Get on top of it. Turn it around.
Boy, it is a long day. I mean, they've been out there for 12 hours now. First pitch just after 8 this morning. Right side. Klink, the second baseman, takes his time, throws him out. And that will do it for Hartford in the 6th. Well, they get a couple hits, but score 1. There's that big triple by Ben Messenger that drove in the Pirates' tally in that 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Hartford needs to score some runs. Bayport leads at 7-3. Well, jacket weather here in the middle part of June in Grand Chute. Pleasant evening, though. Great for playing baseball.
Bayport gets Violetta a run, and he's going to go back on the mound.
Yeah, how about that?
Although Frater's up and throwing already, so I think he'll have a short leash. But now with a 4-run lead, Mike Simon's going to see if Violetta can finish what he started.
Corey Mankey, Willis Purley, TJ Geeson, the scheduled 3 to face Violetta here in the Hartford 6th. Lays down a bunt. Tough play for Violetta, and he throws it down the right field line. So we'll see if that forces the strategy for Mike Simons.
Well, you know he'd like to get as many innings out of him as he could, because, again, Thursday, he's used all the innings up for Messenger. I think if he had to do it over again, he would have got the bullpen up and somebody would have mopped up in that 9-0 game, and he would have saved the 7th inning. Then Messenger pitched. That was kind of a waste to have Messenger go out there and pitch with a 9-run lead, but he didn't get somebody up fast enough. So Messenger can't pitch. You would think he'd want Violetta to finish this, so he would have Frater and Johnny Holstaff ready for Thursday.
Scored a base hit for Mankey.
This is a pinch hitter.
He's taking the spot of Willis Purley.
Mitch New.
Mitch New, yes. He is a 5'10", 170-pound junior. Mitch New, N-E-U. And Violetta starts him out 0-2, or 2-0 rather.
And Mike Simons will get a day to think about his pitching strategy. I'm sure coming into this event he had an idea what he was going to do, and it might still be the same way. But Messenger had the most appearances then Frieder, and Violetta was third. So you would think he'd like to pitch Frieder on Thursday.
According to our statistics, Mitch New is at the plate for only the 5th time this year. He's 1 out of 4. And now the count is 2-2 as Violetta started 2-0 and now has thrown a couple of strikes. Chop to the mound. Another tough play for Violetta, and got him by a half a step or maybe less. Boy, I'll tell you, New was flying down the line. And Violetta did a nice job to just nip the runner at first.
I thought here's the swinging bunt. Violetta jumps off the mound, makes a play, but he takes a crow step here to right himself, and I thought that might have cost him. Here's the play at the bag.
Wow.
And I think the umpire's right again.
I think he's got it.
Paul Feldhausen deserves the credit for the right call.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what we think, it's an out.
That's for sure. And a precious out for Hartford Union.
Guess.
They only got 5 of them left.
Boy, Violetta's got to be. The needle's just about on E, you would think, but here he is with 1 out on the 6th, leading 7-3. Geeson at the plate.
And again, he threw a complete game, beat DC Everest 2-1 in the sectional final.
Geeson today, 1 out of 2. Got a base hit to center his last time up. I'll give Hartford credit. They gave up 6 in the 4th, but they've been battling. They were down 6-1, then scored 2 in the bottom of the 5th to make it 6-3, then gave 1 back in the top of the 6th. And there's a swinging strikeout of Geeson as Violetta digs deep for out number 2.
It's only his 4th strikeout.
Boy, and you're right. Mike Simons with every out just has to go, attaboy, Jack. Got another one.
Well, I think he'd love to have Frieder for 7 innings Thursday if he can.
Now, top of the order, Cale Klink.
And now you're to the situation, if you pitch him here for a third of an inning, it counts as a full inning. So it means Frieder would only have 5 left on Thursday if you bring him in this inning.
Well, we talked at the very start about pitching depth. Bayport certainly has some. Sun Prairie certainly has plenty of it.
And again, we'll go back to the triple by Messenger. That was a big run.
Yeah.
And allowed a little longer leash to this left-hander.
Off the glove of Violetta, and Calowerts, the shortstop, falling backwards, stops it from going to the outfield. So that will keep Nonke, the runner, at third, and now to be first and third for Hartford.
Well, they keep going up the middle on Violetta, who went as high as he could. Deflected the ball, and Calowerts keeps it in the infield to keep the run from scoring. But it's runners on the corner, and again, you're getting to the big boys in the Hartford lineup. I can't believe Violetta will get a chance to pitch against Bertel, who has homered and then 2 singles against the left-hander.
Second hit of the night for Klink. He's now 2 for 4. 10th hit of the night for Hartford. They've out-hit Bayport 10-8. And now here's Heidecker. Hit to right. Lindau makes the catch. He thought it was the second out, but it's the third. No problem, Lucas.
He better be happy it is, because that means Spartle will hit with nobody on instead of a lot of people on when we play the 7th inning.
So again, Jack Violetta pitches out of difficulty in the bottom of the 6th. Bayport comes up at the top of the 7th, leading 7-3. There's no bigger thrill at a ballpark than seeing yourself on the scoreboard, and everybody behind the Bayport dugout, well, they don't even know where the cameras are now. They look right at them. Good job. They hope their team is 1 inning away from reaching the Division I championship game, but they have to get through the 7th inning first. And this is Drew Neville leading it off for Bayport. 8-9-1 scheduled for Mike Simons' Pirates. Neville, Kalen, Calowerts. Geeson has kept Hartford in touch here, coming in relief of Corey Mankey, the starter.
Drew Neville again kind of got the hit that broke open the dam. Bayport couldn't get a big hit in the first 3 innings, but Neville did. It was his double that drove in the tying run. And Callan squeezed in the lead run, and ever since, Bayport has kept the lead. That was key as it was six-run fourth, which turned the game around.
Finally, no more sun to deal with tonight. Hot shot, base hit by Neville. Oh, is he hitting the ball tonight? Second hit. He's been on base 3 times. That was a sharp single to the left. And Jake Heinzen again will come in to run.
And you got to think, Hunter's going to be bunting here.
Oh, he got a little Michael Jordan tongue sticking out there when he swings. Nice job. Okay, Heinzen the runner at first, and Callan at the plate. Bayport would love to add another one. Oh, good stop by Willis Purley. That looked like a wild pitch for sure, but Purley pounced on it. Keep the runner at first. Seventh inning. Dandy pitch by Geeson. Bottom dropped out of it in the strike zone. 1-1. Boy, I tell you, Purley made another great stop. That one a short hopper in the dirt. When we started this morning, when Bayport played at 8 o'clock in the morning, it was 55 degrees. Now we're starting to go back down to that.
Yeah, I believe there's frost warnings for not too far north of here tonight.
Oh, boy, really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's been such a mild spring we had. But it'll warm up as the week goes on. End of the week, it'll be warm and humid again. Again, we're expecting great weather the next couple of days for the state tournament. Ball 4. Now Purley made another great stop. He had a great at bat, even though it was a walk for Callan. Now top of the order, Joey Calowards. Boy, it seems like he's been up a lot tonight. He has. This is his 5th trip to the plate.
He's had 3 walks, so the box score tomorrow I was only going to show him with a couple ABs, but he had 3 walks. That's Jake Heinzen is the courtesy running here in your screen there, 22. He's running for Neville.
Hard to 3, JoJo. Hard to 3.
There's Calowards. Scored a run off of one of those 3 walks tonight. Table setter for Bayport at the top of the order.
I think Neville's night is done. Taylor Ney is warming up in the bullpen.
Here's a bunt, and that time Geeson throws it down the line into the bullpen. That will score 1 run. A second runner coming home, and he is a dead duck. Callan tried to score all the way from first as the ball got away down the right field line. So Heinzen scores a run to make it 8-3. Calowards will get credit for a hit off the high bounding bunt.
There will right.
Also be an error charged to someone there.
It's going to be probably a single error 1. And I think it's 9-2 on the play at the plate.
Yeah.
Head ball easily beat Callan.
So Calowards the runner at third now. Oh, he got all the way around to third on that play. And now the hitter's Ryan Gravig. That was a wild play.
And again, it's a run that probably means that Violetta will get to go for a complete game.
Wow. Squeeze play on, and it's not going to work. Callowitz is hung up between third and home. Now he's in the rundown, and he'll be tagged out by Giesen, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
2-5-1 on the botch squeeze.
Callowitz did his job getting that 8th run in earlier. There you see Grabig frustrated that he didn't get the bunt down. And the tag applied by Giesen. Okay, so bases now clear for Bayport. But it's 8-3 with 2 down, and Grabig looks at ball 1, 1-2.
Grabig is 1 for 2 in the tournament today with 6 walks.
You know, Fox River Classic Conference, all-conference selection, Grabig. And that one, Giesen bounces in and back to the screen, and so it's now 2-2. Count evens on center fielder Ryan Grabig for Bayport. Stevens Point, Sun Prairie. They were hoping to get underway about 8:30, but that's obviously going to be closer to 9 o'clock or a little after before they get their Division I semifinal underway. But whenever it happens, we'll be with you on FoxSportsWisconsin.com with Bob Brainerd and Bill Brophy.
And we're here all day tomorrow with semifinals in Divisions 4, 3, and 2 starting at 8 a.m. And then Thursday, we'll be here for the finals. We start at 9 on Thursday. 9, noon, 3, and 6.
You are correct, sir.
Also Thursday, you can follow the state softball tournament in Madison and the state soccer tournament in Milwaukee.
Thursday is just a daggone mess, isn't it?
A lot of events going on as the WIAA wraps up the school year. And that is Ryan Grabig's 4th walk. He's not going to try and steal a base.
And he's in. So Grabig off the walk, steals second. And
that's his 3rd steal of the day. He's had a heck of a day. Again, officially, he's 1 for 2, but he has scored 3 runs, knocked in 2, and stolen. Actually, they credit him with 4 walks this afternoon.
Wow.
So he has had 8 walks today. And that's got to be close to a record, I would think.
Yeah, in the air to second, and Klink will grab it for the 3rd out of the inning.
And he had 4 walks and a double this afternoon.
Huh. So there you see Grabig's steal of second, but he goes no further as the inning comes to a close. Another run for Bayport. They're now leading at 8-3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Well, Bayport 3 outs away from returning to the state championship game. They won the title in 2009, 2010. And their winning streak at Grand Chute continues, and look at that. Jack Violetta is out there for his 7th inning of work. He's been on the ropes a couple of times, but despite giving up 10 hits, he has a 5-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Here's John Spurtell, who hit a home run in the 1st, singled in the 4th, singled and scored in the 5th. So a big night for Spurtell, who has 2 RBI and that home run. This one's in the air to center. Let's see if it'll drift over to right center. Nope, it'll be the center fielder Grabig there in shallow center field to make the catch, 1 out.
And the big thing there was he hit with no one on instead of having to getting the opportunity to come to the plate in the 6th when Hartford Union was rallying, and potentially he would have been the tying run. Academic now is Violetta retires. Bartle will lead off the 7th.
Indeed. Kevin Klipstein up.
This may be the game where you can say the crafty left-hander scattered 10 hits.
Oh, my. You are a wordsmith, aren't you?
Ooh, Klipstein wanted to go deep and came up empty.
But again, he has thrown strikes. He hadn't walked anybody, so you can allow 10 hits when you've only walked one guy.
His arm's going to be dead tired tonight, isn't it? Get that big ice pack ready. But you have to tip your cap to him, that's for sure. He is.
Yeah, he's competed.
Worked his tail off. 1-2 now to Klipstein. That is a line drive hit to left.
It's 11 hits. And, I mean, if you're Hartford, you got to be kicking yourself. They have had chances.
Yeah.
They've stranded 7 in the last 3 innings. And all those came after the 6-run Bayport fourth, which turned the game around. But Hartford's had chances to get back in the game, and they just haven't been able to finish off WIAA, who they've had on the ropes many times.
Well, Hartford's been scoring runs the last week and a half of the tournament. There's a called strike to Conkey. In their last 3 tournament games, they beat Milwaukee Bradley Tech 12-2 in 5 innings. Then Ronald Reagan Lifelong Learning 16-2 in 5 innings. And then Milwaukee Riverside University 16-0 in 5 innings. The hits are there tonight with 11, but only 3 runs to show for it. That one's high. I think WIAA might have caught a spike in the mound a little bit as he smooths the dirt after the pitch. 2-1 the count to Conkey.
Ryan Frieder's lucky he's got an off day tomorrow. He's thrown about a complete game down to the bullpen, Eddie. He's up again.
Oh, my. Yeah, it's the 3rd or 4th time he's been up.
He's been up every inning since the 4th.
Conkey now 2-2. Oh, but WIAA would love to get that complete game. Looks at the runner at first, and this one's in the air in the infield. Long run for Calawerts, but it'll be Macholm making the catch. Macholm gets the second out. Hartford's down to its last chance. Let's see if Sweeney hits or if they're going to have a new hitter. Looks like it's going to be number 14. That's Lincoln Roble. He's a senior. Nice gesture there by Russ Grundy, the Hartford coach, to get his senior a chance at the plate here at the state tournament.
Lincoln 7 for 45 his senior year. All singles, driven in 8 runs. And he'll try to prolong his senior year by getting a hit.
Roble, 5'10", 180-pound senior. WIAA trying to close out a berth in the finals for Bayport. Ball 1.
If you're tuning in expecting Sun Prairie Stevens Point, that's about 35 minutes away. The winner of that game will play apparently Bayport on Thursday at 6.
Not so fast, my friend. Line drive, single to right.
Lincoln Roble says, you're right, we're going to play on.
Little humpback liner that falls in front of Lindau on right for a hit. 12 hits now for Hartford.
Mankey's 2 for 3. He comes up there.
WIAA trying to finish the deal. Now 2 outs, 2 on. Strike called. He will sleep well tonight. Fouled off. 0-2 now. Hartford down to its last strike. Bayport fans on their feet. Pirates a strike away. A smile on the face of Jack Violetta. He says, I'm almost there. One more. He still has a smirk on his face. 0-2. Fouled off.
Good pitch, Jack. Good pitch.
He's like, God darn it.
If you can't have a good time in the state tournament,
well,
so you're up by 5. Where can you?
You have a better time when you're leading 8-3.
Yeah. Jack Violetta finishing up his senior year right here.
Another 0-2. Fouled off. He's like, what do I have to do?
Not too good, Jack. Not too good.
Come on.
Come on, Taylor. Knock it down.
Crowd standing. Lots of people from Bayport here.
This one's hit in the air to right. Look out, dropping fast. Two players collide. Lindau makes the catch, and he might be hurt. He ran into Peterson, and it looked like Lindau, I don't know if he's holding his shoulder or not, but this could be a costly last play. There you see Lindau grimacing. He made the catch to end the game. The final is 8-3.
Lindau collided with Peterson, and that does end the game.
That was a pretty hard hit.
Well, it's like he didn't get a good jump of the ball. Ironically,
yeah, I thought it was dropping.
It's dusk now, no sun. But you look at the right fielder, never comes hard, and because of that, Peterson goes after the ball, and they collide. I think they're both okay.
Lindau looks like he's grabbing the right side of his face, so it looked like his shoulder, but he's up and running.
And there's Violetta's reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I just won the state tournament as a senior. And I think he feels better knowing that Lindau's okay.
Yep.
He is going to the line. Bayport is going to the finals. They'll play either Stevens Point or Sun Prairie Thursday at 6 for the Division I title.
So the Pirates looking for another championship. They won it in 2009 and 2010. Now they'll have a chance to face either Sun Prairie or Stevens Point for the title on Thursday.
Jack Violetta, crafty left-hander.
Oh, you nailed it.
Scatters 12 hits and gets 10 hits of support. 6-run fourth inning turned this one around. Big hits there by Drew Neville. His battery made a squeeze bunt by Hunter Callan. Ryan Grabick just walked his way around the bases all night. But the other big hit in that inning, Colton Peterson, he had 2 RBIs. And Bayport will play for the state title again. As we said, you can make a pretty good case. They may be the best program in the state since the millennium, and they're going to get a chance to win another state title on Thursday.
And again, underlining the point you made, which is a great one, Violetta's complete game tonight helps set up the rest of the week for Bayport. And they will be in good shape from the pitching perspective when they play in the final on Thursday.
He didn't walk but one guy. He struck out 5, and his command allowed him to give up 12 hits and pitch in and out of trouble. And that 10-hit attack behind him didn't hurt either. So
Hartford ends his season 16-12 with a spot in the state semifinals. Bayport moves on to the championship. The Pirates now 25-6 on the season, and we will see them Thursday night about 6 o'clock in the Division I state championship game. A reminder that up next in a little over half an hour, Brainerd, Bill Brophy back with you as Stevens Point and Sun Prairie play in our other Division I semifinal. In the meantime, for the entire When We Were Young Productions crew, along with Bill Brophy, I'm Jay Wilson. Final score again, Bayport 8 and Hartford 3.